Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Can you hear me now?
3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for.
Yeah, your mic settings is jacked up. So I can hear you fine.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's here finding Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Pro Bowler Chris Jones able to work his way in and record the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful.
Yeah, opening drive drive set. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Gain of 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear... from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a Louisiana native is starting here by LSU. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
3-3.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And find its tight end, it's Adam Troutman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, this is Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
27-yard line.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Chiefs 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Mecole Hardman. Good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
In your face!
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete.
Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Breeze now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. He puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second and goal, Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Come on, bro.
Intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For the point after.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Gay on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Frank Clark.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. There's the throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Breeze. That will be incomplete.
Breeze pass intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it on. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time Mahomes will throw.
Come on, bro. I throw the ball a little bit better than that, man.
But now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Harris to return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to run now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Trotty. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter and goes for 40 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Adam Troutman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Breeze now to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for him. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd
What's wrong with you today, bro? You can't throw the fucking ball.
Good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time.
What's wrong with my team today, man?
And knocked it away.
Certainly looked like someone was
I can't
very
fucking catch the
confident in
ball
his ability
today.
to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 98 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Will Lutz lining up for.
Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted.
How does this dude get back there so fast, man?
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
That is fucking crazy.
He's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Alvin Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Camaro. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
At the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1.
Man, I can't hit the wrong fucking button, man.
They're tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Luntz good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Today's final score, Saints.
The big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different...
What up, man? Man, nah, bro. I played a horrible game, bro. Yeah, for you, man. For you.